I didn't see you there. Well, it seems as you're here with me. My name's Mark, or if you see me for the first time, I go by the pen name Mark Allard Will, both for writing for comics and for reviewing virtual cycling platforms, as I do right here on my YouTube channel. And I'm actually here in Phoenix, or just outside Phoenix, in Arizona's, or one of Arizona's smaller cities called Florence. And I'm here with my Canon, as it's known in the United States, the Canon EOS or EOS 50, or as it's known in Canada, where I live and where I'm a citizen, the Canon EOS Elan Mark II. But I'm also here with this, Harman's only color film, and this is Harman Phoenix. And it just happens to be called Phoenix, and I mean Phoenix. So as an avid photographer, and I'm going to stop short of calling myself a professional photographer because I am not. I'm just someone who's very keen on photography, someone very good at the exposure triangle, good at manual focus, that kind of thing, but certainly not a pro. I decided I wanted to take you on a photographic journey with me, one called Shooting on Phoenix in Phoenix. So let's go. Alright, so I'm back here in Saskatoon in Canada, and you've just seen some of my shots, or snaps if you will, that I captured on Harman Phoenix 200 film stock in Arizona. Before I go any further, of course, I do wish to address the elephant in the room, which is that I did stretch the theme of shooting on Phoenix in Phoenix pretty far if I did include Tucson in there, which is of course a very separate major metropolis of Arizona. But you know, you've got to have a theme nowadays for a video and to capture a good narrative as well as capturing an audience. Before I get to my personal review of Harman Phoenix, what were my two favorite photos? Well, the first one was this one, which is of the Buddhist monk in Tucson. The reason I like it so much is the contrast of the image, the very tonal shadows and the very tonal highlights. I think that really tells a story in that image, and of course the background bokeh is quite nice too. My other one might surprise you. It's actually of this mountain peak just outside Tortilla Flats, and for very similar reasons to the Buddhist monk, and that's because of the contrast. If you look at that very dark shade at the base of the mountain, or the base of what is in the image, going up to the sky, we get this almost halo effect in the sky before the clouds, which almost paints a picture of a mountain peak reaching into the metaphorical heavens. So I really did enjoy that photo as well. What were your favorites? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so now for my review of Harman Phoenix. Now, before I preface this, I will say that my favorite outdoor film up until now has been Kodak Aerocolor 4, and my particular brand of that comes from Flickfilm, which is a film development studio out of Alberta here in Canada. But what did I think of Harman Phoenix, and how did it stack up against Kodak Aerocolor 4? Well, I was actually forewarned with Harman Phoenix that it can be very tonally orange, or perhaps even red, hence the name Phoenix, and that is the color tint that they are going for. But I actually found that it was not too much. Of course, you shoot on film because you want some color characteristic exaggerations, but I found that the orange or red, possibly, tint of Harman Phoenix was actually just perfect. It wasn't too much. I also really liked the heavy grain of the film. Normally I prefer fine grain, but I found that the heavy grain really lent this beautiful characteristic to any point that you had in your image that it's blue. And I noticed that especially on blue skies. And I thought that looked rather characteristically beautiful and had something to add to the narrative of a photo, if you will. So you might look at images like the ones I captured at the Casa Grande Ruins National Monument and think that the colours are exaggerated a bit too much there, but actually the orange or red tint really didn't add much to the actual natural colours there. It did add a little bit, but those are very close to the real colours that were captured there at the National Monument. So I really do enjoy Harman Phoenix 200, and I think it's going to be a contender and one that will be a regular in my camera bag going forward. Certainly a contender up against Kodak Aerocolor 4. So I really hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, give it a like and give it perhaps a subscription to the channel too. And if you do like my photography, I do have some ones that tell some stories about cycling that you can find as a canvas that you can purchase, which is on my website, linked in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day.